I'm at Ozette Triangle, Loop Trail 9.2 miles. Hit Sandpoint first, then Cape Alava. And of course, I'm gonna zoom in on that. Yeah, that's no joke, people. I found that out last year. I did it counterclockwise last year. So this time I'm gonna do clockwise. Also gonna see the petroglyphs, which are at the ocean. Try to get some video of that, see if I can find any other ones that I missed. It'll take a little time there, depending on the weather. It was pouring down raining in Forks this morning, and most of the way here, it's about an hour and 15-minute drive from Forks, Washington to Ozette Triangle, Trailhead. And of course, as you can see here, weather's cooperating for now. Yesterday's video, it was cloudy and a little bit sprinkly for the first half, 4.5 miles there of Shishi Beach Trail. And of course, once I got down to I think I said they're flat area rocks, but technically, I looked it up on the map. I think they're called the Arches Rocks or something like that. Anyway, Shishi Beach, the south end of Shishi Beach. And then it started pouring down raining the last 4.5 miles back. And it was a muddy trail too, I might add. Oh yeah. But I guess I had to have my boots all night long in front of the heater, blowing out hot air at the hotel. A nice little mushroom, kind of folded weird. But oh, look at how that tree fell. And they're still damp. Not bad, a lot better than they were. They were soaking wet from not just water, but mud. You know, it is what it is on that. What can you do? But, you know, I did that 9 miles yesterday, and I'm going to do, well, it says they're 9.2 today. And if I got enough gas in the tank, then tomorrow I'm going to try to, I don't know, do about half that for today at Ho Rainforest. That's H-O-H. He. And Quinault Rainforest. And maybe go swing by and see the Tree of Life on the way back. I don't know. See how much time I got, because I got to work the next 4 days after that. Plus, it's a 4-hour drive total. So, got to get back and get myself ready for my work week. But yeah, this is I love being on these hikes here where it's like Shishi, and here where you're pretty much deep in rainforest conditions, and then bam, it opens up and you're at the ocean. And then you get to see, you know, all the sea life there as well. But find your happiness in life, people. Mine is hiking, doing outdoor stuff, listening to music, which I like, planning for the future, for my future. You know, you definitely want to have a game plan, realistic one too, okay? You know, if your goal is to marry a millionaire, then well, I guess that's a goal, but you know, good luck wishing on that. I tell people all the time, wish in one hand, shit in the other, and tell me which one fills up faster. I'm talking about realistic expectations for yourself, bettering yourself, making your life. You know, I just don't want to live and survive. I want to thrive. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm living my best life. Seeing all kinds of cool stuff. Sharing it with y'all. You know, hey, you know, this is, get people out there to see and do stuff, you know. There's so much to see and do out here. Stuff that don't cost a lot of money. You know, I pretty much try to save my money and everything so I can do this kind of stuff. You know, spend a lot on a fancy smancy vehicle and gadgets and clothing. That's for dang sure. Man, how people spend so much money on clothing. I just shake my head at it. To each their own. But, you know, stop keeping up with the Joneses. Everybody on, well, not everybody, mostly everybody, lies. Their lives ain't perfect. My life ain't perfect. But you know what? It's pretty dang on good, I ain't gonna lie. I always try to make it better and easier. But the old saying where I come from, if it ain't broke, speaking of which, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As you can see, that broke needs fixing. That was perfect timing. Anyway, you know, if you're, a lot of times you might have a good life and not even realize it. There's so much BS out there, you know, when you're not appreciating the little things in life and you're sweating the small stuff and manufacturing outrage over stuff that really there's no reason for it. I mean, it's okay to have empathy, but you know, people are so fixated on stuff that's outside of their life. They're not even worried about stuff that's in their life, stuff that's within their control. How you feel about things, you know, the people that you allow in your life. You know, prioritizing the most important things in life. You know, a lot of these socioeconomic issues going on don't affect me one bit, because I've made my life where I'm untouchable. You know, I mean, that's just a fact of life. You know, I made it that way, and it's getting I get more freedom, not less. You know, I'm free folk. Always have been, always will be. You know, I obey the laws for the most part. You know, but I live my life freely. You know, I've never been a victim, and I never will. I don't have a victim mentality, and if I see a threat, I eliminate it. It's that simple. I treat every person I encounter, no matter what. One, they're a threat to me, and two, they're the dumbest motherfucker on this planet. Because chances are, most people are that way. It has that philosophy has never failed me yet. You know, until I get confirmation otherwise. You're one of the, or both of those things. So, one's not mutually, you know, exclusive of the other. I can tell you that much for sure, especially in this day and age. Although people are finally starting to wake up now, it looks like. Open your minds up. Open your eyes. You know, the world that you think that you believe in stuff, and you watch the legacy media, you've been fed nothing but lies. And I mean, a lot of lies. You know, it ain't my job for you to open your eyes. I can just show you the path. But you got to walk it. You know, health. Get out there and get some exercise. It's the main key, I promise you. You cut out a lot of junks. You know, it's okay to drink a soda every now and then, but not like 2 or 3 a day, or even 1 a day. I think it's too much. Unless you get like a little 8-ounce one. Okay. You know, active. Be more active. Take the stairs. You know, when you go shop at Walmart, don't get in that buggy. Push yourself. And when you get back, don't be like most lazy people and leave the buggies out. It's got a buggy corral for a reason. You corral it in there. I have a long-standing theory that you can judge a neighborhood alone just based off of the amount of buggies that are outside the corral. I've traveled all over this country, and that is one undeniable fact. I've paid attention to that for 20 plus years. You go to a nice neighborhood, you hardly ever see a buggy outside the corral. You go to a ghetto, poor areas, trailer park trash, doesn't matter what you call it, I don't give a shit. And they are everywhere. Think that's got to do anything with them being poor? No. It's got to do with the fact that most poor people are lazy. Or no, most lazy people are poor, I should say. Well, there's rich people too, but eventually rich lazy people become poor lazy people. But yeah, don't believe me, look it for yourself. I'm just a messenger. I observe things and I see things, and hey man, that's how they are. That's how they are. It's anecdotal, but it doesn't make it any less true. And I got 20 plus years of experience for it, so there's my data to back it up. Like I said, don't take my word for it. Look it up and see. Hell, you live in a big city, go to some nice Walmarts or Safeways or whatever, and go over to the poor ones, and then report back to me. And then I'll be like, yeah, that's what I thought. Like I said, the next lie you catch me in will be the first lie you catch me in. I don't lie. I don't have to. I don't need to. And I don't want to. Lie, you have to keep up with them. And I'm lazy in that aspect. Oh, yeah. I believe in KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Lies are a lot to keep up with. You'll eventually, you start believing them yourself. When you start believing your own lies, that's when you really, really need to take a step back and do some self-reevaluation. Some soul searching, if that's what you want to call it, Then on the topic of that, religion. As far as religion is, hey, whatever works for you. I'm an atheist. I'm an unapologetic atheist at that, You have every right to believe what you want. I support your right. But you don't have a right to tell me how I should think, act, or feel. And you definitely don't have a right to force your religious beliefs upon others. So I tell you right now, I'm all for live and let live. But you cross that line and try to invade my privacy, my peace of mind and everything, then no, I'm going to give you straight, cold, hard facts. Man, looks like I got this trail all to myself. Oh man, if that sun or the weather just holds like it is, it's gonna be a nice hike. And if not, hey, what can you do? I got soaked on the back end yesterday, and it sucked. But hey, I'm out here today doing this, and look, and even getting wet there, getting soaked basically. You know what? I still enjoyed it. That was 9 miles of getting out there and experiencing stuff. Got to see some tidal pools, briefly really, because the weather came in. If you looked in yesterday's videos. At Shishi there. Oh, excuse me. Alright, there we go. Some people hiking there. Anyway, at Shishi, I saw a couple of sea anemones. And, those were good sized ones. I saw a bunch of small ones, obviously. Might have molested a couple of them there. I don't know what the charges are on interspecies molestation, but hey, it is what it is, and they survived. And go talk to the shrinks. He touched me in places I had never been touched before. Go in more detail. Anyway. Yeah, it's so far so good, a pretty nice day. Find your happiness, find health, get yourself fixed up, do like the most important stuff first, and then on down the road, a checklist there, just things that you need to do. Need to lose weight, need to quit smoking, quit drinking, cut back drinking, whatever, do it. But you gotta, if you don't believe it, you can't change it if you don't believe in yourself. Just telling you right now. Alright, talked to a couple people there, and they said that it was pretty nice at the coast. So it's basically 9 miles, give or take, round trip. 3 miles south at an angle to the ocean, and 3 miles straight north, and then you angle back down to the southeast for the triangle complete. So that's how it's a pretty good gauge there. Once you hit the ocean, and you're at 1/3 the way either way. So, and you get to the other tree line, and you're at cutting back in, you're at 2/3 the way. So, and if you don't want to hit the coast, well, you can just do 6 miles then, round trip. You know, it's whatever you want to do. I promise you, when I start off hiking, I don't know. I've always on and off hiked for years. You know, being 51 now, then, you know, I bet the last 5 years when I really started, and then of course the last few years when I really started hiking a lot. That's when you know, it's weird. I remember I'd hike 5 miles, 4 or 5 miles, and I'd be like, man, I don't know how people do it. Be so sore. And then, of course, now I hike 15 miles in a day. On moderate hikes at that, moderate to hard hikes. So, and I'm a minimalist, so like literally, today for 9 miles, I carried just like what I carried yesterday for 9 miles. 2 bottles of water and 2 granola bars. That's it. You know, that's all I need, especially on days like today, the conditions. It's 50, low 50s here, mostly cloudy, a little breezy. So, that tells me right there that, you know, it's pretty okay there. Now, if it's going to be 80s, 90s, and it's sunny, and I don't have a lot of cover, and I'm going uphill a lot, oh yeah, I'm going to carry a lot more water. You know, in that aspect. It's knowing your limitations. I know mine, but what I do, I'm not saying for you to do. I'll tell you right now, anything you see me doing a video, do not try this at home. I'm a professional dumbass, redneck dumbass. I didn't make it to 51 years old by making a lot of mistakes. You know, trust me, I've made enough of them as it is, and my body feels them now, all the broken bones I've had, and I try to avoid those now. So, but I am in probably, I'd say, the best shape of my life since I was boxing in my early 20s. So that's saying something. You know, your cardio, picking your feet up. If you shuffle your legs or waddle, yeah, that's not good on your joints. Your joints are meant to bend. And, you know, if you got back issues, I highly recommend, you know, stretching, yoga, whatever you want. I don't know. I don't care. But for me, stretching has done wonders for my back. Not just my neck, but my back and my shoulder, too. I thought I was certainly on my way to having some serious fusion going on in my neck. And when I could only turn 45 degrees. And now I can turn 90 degrees. And not only that, I'm relatively pain-free now. So... but that's been almost 2 years of stretching, because I basically had to undo a lifetime of traumas and neglect and bad body mechanics from work. But, you know, hey, you know, I do a lot of lifting, dead weight for the most part in hospital settings. You know, that bill comes due, so that's why I've been trying to repay that back so I can square even there. I say I avoided surgery so far, and that's awesome in that aspect. But I had to have surgery on my shoulder because I had a torn labrum, and my sinuses for years have been just pestering me like crazy. But hey, you gotta get yourself fixed up, you know. So I did it, you know, and now I'm like, wow, you know, just head down, hit the trail, just walk, just do my own thing. Nobody bothers me. I don't bother anybody. You know, I'm too busy concentrating on my life and my future. I don't give 2 shits what anybody else's futures are. And that's how it should be. I wish everybody the best now, don't get me wrong. I don't wish any ill will. Only people I wish ill will on are those that wish ill upon me. Because I'm not a turn the other cheek kind of guy. No. I choose violence kind of guy. I always have been, always will be. You know, it ain't my first choice, but when the choice is made and I know it's made, well, then I'm like, okay, let's dance. You know, you called that a thunder, well, now you got it. You know, but luckily, I pretty much avoid all those circumstances. There you go, that sun's coming out pretty good. Which is nice. Getting closer to the shore. I can smell that sea air. Ooh, clears my sinuses up pretty good. Yes. Oh man, maybe I can get a good sunset at La Push tonight. I should get back early enough, I hope. We shall see. Then again, I might not. Well, I do see sunny skies. Chance favors the prepared mind. And even if it is raining, hey, what can you do? I'm just thankful that I'm able to enjoy this weather, this hike. Get your finances in order, people. If you live paycheck to paycheck, live within your means. I cannot instill that on people. It goes back to keeping up with the Joneses. Live within your means. Heck, I buy most of my clothes Goodwill. Heck, this day and age, there's lots of nice things, Shirts, mainly shirts what I get at Goodwill. Long sleeves, short sleeves. Everything else, I got, pants I don't have to buy. Shorts, got plenty of. Have a 401k, people. You ride a stock market long term. Throw it in there and you leave it alone. Now if you're getting ready to retire and you start to see trouble on the horizon, then that's when you might want to start doing something. But once the trouble's there, there's always signs. Always. You just have to open your eyes and look and see them. It's like your selection. Selection turned out the way it did. All the signs were there. Not getting political. Just saying, though, if you were really, really shocked by the election results and you haven't been paying attention and you've been grossly, criminally misled, open your eyes. But, enough of that. Anyway, I should be coming up here on the shore before long. I'll get some more video. And then, hopefully, we'll see what kind of wildlife, but anyway, if you got a comment or a question, something you might want to ask me about, and in a future video, I'll address it. Be honest about it. Now, if I don't know nothing, I'm not a genius by any means. I know what I know, but I know enough to know that I don't know jack shit about a lot of stuff. So, but they want my opinion on something, my advice, hey, I'll give it to you. Not, hey, thanks for watching, or, anyway, y'all take it easy and, get out there and live your best life possible, people. Later.